right, it is time now to play the game. Ask Ozarks Fox AM. We never know what these questions are going to be. Sometimes they're deep, sometimes they're thought-provoking, and so Jake's put these together, our producer. Let's see what we have, Jeremy. Let's see if it's light and airy or what it is here. All right, what product or service do you enjoy but think is too expensive? Oh.
I don't know if I should say it.
I know, I feel the same way. I don't know if I should say it because it's a service and I don't want to discount somebody's service.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, okay, I'll be general.
Yeah.
I love to splurge occasionally on coffee shops.
Right.
But I prefer to make it every day I'm going to save money because I realized how much I was spending shopping daily at different types of coffee shops.
Okay.
But I will say, I do splurge on weekends and do that. But during the weekdays, I make my own coffee at home.
Okay. And, right. And I don't want to discount anybody's service because I was in the service-oriented business and time is money and it's all important. But the thing is, I love to go get a massage for my health when I'm all, you know, I wish it was less because then I could do it more often, but it is worth it. Their time is worth it. They work hard.
Okay. Good answers. Good answers.
There you go. Good answers.
Good
Okay,
answers,
let's see
Steve.
what else we've got. All right, if you put out a magazine, what would you name it and what would be in it?
Ooh, fun. Oh, I know exactly what I'd make.
Okay, you do it.
My magazine would be called Absolutely Jeremy, and it would have everything I love in it.
Okay.
From crafts to design to dogs to glitter to home design to baking. It would be like not just taking a magazine like Oprah's or Martha Stewart's that focuses kind of on this. I would focus on everything lifestyle. And I would love to do that.
And that would be so much more exciting.
And people would call it AJ for short. Like, I need to go pick up the latest edition of Absolutely Jeremy or AJ.
Yeah. And that would be so much more exciting than the one that just came to my mind, so that's what I was going to talk about. The thing that interests me is prevention as far as health and wellness. I would have a health and wellness magazine. Don't know exactly what I would call it. I might need a minute to think about it. So that's my answer.
There you go. So pick up the newest copy of Absolutely Jeremy on newsstands in 2021.
There you go.
I'm creating it myself.
All right. Let's see what we got next. All right. What could you give a 2-hour impromptu lecture on?
Kelly, can I tell you, every time I'm asked to speak at a conference, that's what I do. I go up there and wing it.
Well, that's
I impromptu. My mom has always said, from when I was a child, my mom and I are similar in our speaking abilities, that we could talk to a brick wall for 6 hours and never run out of things to talk about.
Right.
So mine would be on design, crafts, lifestyle, and I just did one at a realtors conference this week, and they was like, what are the trends for Christmas 2020? I gave them.
Yeah.
What are the design trends for 2021? And man, we had the best conversation.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I think mine would be more matters of the heart and that sort of thing. I like input though from the audience. I would like it to be more of a back and forth dialogue, but that's things that things that bring us joy, things that happen in real life, things that you overcome, those kinds of things I'm interested in.
There you go.
All right, here we go. All right, what weird food combinations do you really enjoy? Ooh.
I like a lot.
I'm kind of simple when it comes to that. Weird combination. Well, let me think.
The only thing I can think of is pineapple pizza, because a lot of people don't like that, but I love pineapple pizza. Love it.
Let's see, weird food combinations.
You know what? I remember my grandfather, God rest his soul, would always go to the fridge and pick out the most random things and eat them together. And I kept thinking, now I find myself doing the same. I'll be kind of random with, well, there's some meat and there's cheese and there's some
I do that too.
mayo. You just kind of pick things.
Yeah. To
from
me,
the fridge.
there's not really things that don't go together. I mean, if I'm in the mood.
Well, not putting in mayonnaise, but
oh goodness, no. I know people that like, we've talked about this, like mayo and peanut butter sandwiches like that. I don't have any kind of weird thing like that.
Or pickles on it. I don't like that.
No pickles. No. I don't know. I can't think of that.
And I do like trying at least foods once. I mean, I say that. Probably once I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I won't eat it again. But your taste buds change every 7 years, so give it a chance in 7 years.
Yeah, they do.
Just give it a chance.
Yeah, give it a chance. All right.
I hope that's not our last question.
I don't know. We have more. All right, who do you feel is the most talented singer you've ever heard? Well, probably Celine Dion.
I've heard Celine in concert. I've heard Whitney in concert.
I knew those two came to mind.
I've never heard Mariah in concert. When you think about that kind of singer, you think of the person with the range and the belt, and typically they're females, let's be honest, when you think about it.
Yeah. You've got your Josh Groban's and
Your Michael Bolton's.
Your Michael Bolton's, yeah. But I do think of the females first. And of those two singers, let me just say, the difference in those two singers, obviously, is Celine, and I appreciate this so much, when you are given a God-given talent like that, you must take care of it. Whitney abused her talent,
yes.
and it affected her. In the end of her career, people walked out of her concerts.
Yeah. It's very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Also, Christina Aguilera has a very wide range.
True.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can pinpoint, because I saw Whitney in Houston in the early 90s when she still had the voice, and it was
spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
And I've seen Celine just last year. My last concert was a year ago, like this month, Celine in St. Louis, and it was just, and you can tell she's singing live because she sings it differently in concert than the record.
Right.
Which I respect.
Yeah, I respect that too.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right. All right, what is your favorite food to eat on Thanksgiving? Cranberry salad.
Stuffing!
Stuffing.
I had my
Okay.
beep, like, yes, family feud. Stuffing!
It's cranberry salad.
And the number one answer is turkey!
You know what? I'm not a big turkey fan. I like a little bit of turkey and a little bit of, like, I love brisket. That's probably my favorite is brisket. Yeah.
Have you ever made it with Coke? Coca-Cola?
No, I haven't.
My mom has a great
that.
recipe with the brisket with the Coke, and it's so
I've heard
good.
that is delicious. So,
Oh,
okay.
gosh. Okay. Now I'm getting hungry for Thanksgiving. Thank goodness it's Thursday.